Welcome to the Good Karma Sport Fishing Podcast. I'm your host, Captain Ryan Van Fleet. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. So I get a lot of questions about when should I book, and like a lot of questions around the moon phases and tides. And my philosophy has always been anytime you're fishing, it's all good. So I want to let you guys in on something that I did this summer. I did not look at the moon phases. I did not look at the tides. I paid zero attentions to when the low tides were, when the peak moon times were. I did nothing. I just went fishing. But what I did was I put in a ton of work on my preparation. That's what we did, and we crushed. We were catching mutton snappers on squid. So just a big squid. Now, I do something to the squid. You can buy the reef course. Guys, it's just not squid. So if you want to up your squid game, made a funny there. I really didn't like that show, to be honest with you. I thought it was that Netflix show, Squid Game. Not a very funny show in my opinion, but I did like the memes that came out of it. Anyways, so guys, anytime you're fishing, it's all good. Just keep that in mind. But with that being said, you really got to bring your A game, okay? So that means that you have to present baits correctly. Baits you have to vary. You just got to come with your A game, okay, as far as your preparation goes. You hear a lot of things about preparation brings luck and all that other, guys, preparation is work. Okay, it's just not preparation. It doesn't mean putting your rods together and tying your knots correctly. Preparation is hours and hours of work. Bait preparation, how you take care of the bait, how you anytime you cut a bait, you need to take care of it. Prepping bait right now, you got to be very careful about prepping bait in the hot sun. Sometimes a dead bait won't cut right in the sun. You have to be careful of all that stuff, the way the enzymes come out of the bait. You also have to be very careful about letting people touch the bait as far as what they have on their hands. I'm very strict now. I never used to be, but I'm very strict on people touching the bait if they've had suntan lotion on their hands. I got a lot of guys lathering up, but they're not washing their hands. It's just a picky mutton snapper that is over 34 inches, unless he's really stupid, and there's a lot of stupid fish out there. I really like to catch stupid fish, to be honest with you. But let's be honest, stupid fish are few and far between nowadays. So you really want to take the best care of your bait. That's some preparation that you need to do. Put a little extra effort into it as far as how you're cutting it. Do it in a cool environment. One thing I tell people is that you really need to cut bait in a cool environment. If you can't cut inside, then make sure you're doing it early in the morning in the dark. Try to keep the flies off of your bait. Just take care of your shit. Even if you don't think it matters, then that's for you. But for you guys that really want to get better, it really just starts with preparation about how you're handling your bait. And then that's one little tip I want to give you guys is take really good care of your dead bait, okay? Take really good care of your dead bait as far as how you're cutting it. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so I think I beat that home. Now I want to switch into dolphin fishing and popper fishing with the bait and switch. I've talked about this in the past, and I want to revisit it again because it's that time of year where a dolphin that they are going to be a little lethargic because of the heat. And there are some dolphin that are in shallow, and we will see some debris here fairly soon with some nice side schoolies on it between 350 to 450, and they usually pop up later in the afternoon. So you have to keep your eyes open, go out later in the day. And one thing that these fish will be, they will be lethargic. So we found one of those pieces of debris yesterday, and I didn't mark any fish. I didn't see any fish. and I had the client grab the popper, the Halco Laser Pro popper, my favorite popper. It always seems to raise fish, even if you don't see them, and you know they're there. And how do you know they're there? You just know. You see the bait, there's going to be a couple around. If not a whole bunch, there might be one or two. And on this particular piece of debris, I only seen one decent-sized fish. The rest were a lot of smaller midget ones, or chicken dolphin. Anyways, so I explained to him that we're going to do a little bait and switch. And he grasped the concept really quick, which was great. He made his cast, and I said, just tease him, pop it. And I told him he's not going to eat it, but I'm going to follow up with the squid. And so he was doing it. The fish blows up. He's super stoked, and the fish turned away on him. And right as he turned away on the popper, I threw the squid, and the fish devoured it. So we fired up the dolphin, which was super lethargic to begin with the popper. Then I tossed my special squid. When I say special squid, I do something special with it. And then that dolphin immediately turned around and he ate it. And we caught the dolphin. Then we went back to mutton fishing. So those are the type of things you really just got to be ready for. And if you want to have a fun time and you guys don't like to troll, now you do have to troll up fish from time to time, and trolling is necessary if the fish aren't reacting the way they need to react and they're moving quick and need to troll them up. That's just how it goes. You got to suck it up, troll them up. That's how, and in order to get them behind your boat to make those casts, instead of running and gunning and trying to throw the popper at the fish when he's moving quick. But anyways, you can do that with dead bait as well. But I mean, have some fun lure fishing once in a while out there. I know a lot of guys are really big into lures. My favorite lure for dolphin is the popper. That's it. I just love it. Fires them up, and that's what I did yesterday and resulted in a nice dolphin. So the Halco Laser Pro, awesome popper. Right now I'm using my favorite one is that blue and white, but I'm using the green and chartreuse. That chartreuse one, the green with the orange belly, that works really well for dirtier water. On days when the cloud cover is a little lighter, the fish see a little better, I believe. But I don't know. Fish are fish. You guys just use whatever works. Have both colors, whatever. So, and also too, to get them fired up, you could have a bucket full of glass minnows. And this is the old school trick that we used to do, and just put a whole bunch of glitter in it. And inside the glass minnows, and glass minnows are kind of hard to find, and then throw out all that stuff on a piece of debris and light it up. They'll come up if they're there. Or the last thing you want to do is, this is what I do in the spring, is I do catch some AJs, and I donate them to a couple guys at Tavernier Creek to smoke, and then I take the roe out of them. Amberjack roe will fire up a big bull, and if they're lethargic, then they're not eating anything. You take some amberjack roe, and they'll eat it. And you just got to brine it very well, put it in cheesecloth, and it's just the smell of that roe gets them fired up, and they'll eat it. Bigger is not always better. Guys, I hope that helps you out. A couple little tips. I wanted to share what I was doing, and like I said, I really appreciate the guys that have purchased the Reef course and some other courses. Right now, if you really want to be successful out there, and you're new to power drifting, you can purchase my power drifting course. Awesome way to catch a few fish. There's going to be a really good vermilion snapper bite coming up. The mangrove bite is fire hot right now down in Marathon, and it's fire hot at night up here. I just got a report from one of my clients. They fished down there, and they sent me boxes, pictures loaded, boxes of nice sized mangrove snappers that they're catching at night down in Marathon. So FYI, it's happening. It's happening. So put in your time. You got mini season coming up next week. All you guys that like to night fish can do that. I'm not a night fisherman, and I do some mangrove fishing, but not a lot. Not a lot, I'll be honest with you. So that's all I got. Thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for more podcasts here over the next few weeks. I have just been super busy, and I haven't had a lot of time of late. But I really appreciate you guys tuning in. Get caught up on the old ones. There's lots of good ones out there that I have that you're not going to find in any seminars or anything like that. Cubera snapper. Next week it starts up. That's when I would get your Cubera shit ready. Yeah, so usually the lobster season, You don't need lobsters. You can use blue crabs. You can use live goggle eyes, bonito meat. We caught them on bonito meat. So you can use speedos, live speedos. But you can also use blue crabs as well. So blue crabs, lobster, live goggle eyes, live speedos, and then my last little one you could use is barjacks. They're extremely fast and they drive fish nuts. There you go, little nugget. Oh, and blue runners. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You can follow me on Instagram. You can see what I've been catching over the past month at Good Karma Sport Fishing _FL_Keys. And if you're looking to go fishing with me this fall and August, give me a shout at goodkarmaryan@gmail.com. What I'm going to be targeting, you're just going to have to wait and see. Thanks again, and remember, anytime you're fishing, it's all good. Thanks, guys.